I felt like for the young strawweight, Kailin Curran, I felt like this was a do or die situation for the young strawweight. I felt that way. The 26-year-old, she needed to show something in this fight. Probably more so to herself more than the UFC. Stay tuned. See, they still can't explain this. The main attraction, satisfaction for your listening or your leisure. Try to troll the coach and you will end up in a seizure. Pertain upon your brain, you just don't take the plain fact that this the LDBC. You don't tell us how to act. And if you hate the content, then take a step back. Why watch the video? How you gonna explain that? How you gonna explain that? How you gonna explain that? Coach Shelton Harrison, there never be no comparison. You're live on the show, sit back and have a listen. And that's just the way that is. All right. LDBC, this is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Okay, guys, here's the thing, man. Kailin Curran, this to me, it was a do or die fight for Kailin Curran. On paper, it would appear that Kailin Curran could have won this fight. And to me, this was a winnable fight for Kailin Curran. When you look at the two on paper, with Kailin Curran, in my opinion, a better all-around MMA fighter than and I'm going to say her name wrong. I hope I say it right. Xiaonan. Okay? It would appear on paper that Kailin Curran could have won this fight, could have won, and she actually could have. I've always criticized Kailin Curran on her octagon IQ. And sometimes Kailin Curran doesn't make the best decisions when she's in the octagon. And that's my issue with Kailin Curran. Kailin has every single tool in the toolbox to be really good and great in MMA. She's got the tool. The tool sets are there. She's athletic enough. I mean, she's skillful enough to be there, but, it's sometimes her intelligence in the octagon. And that's what gets me about Kailin Curran, And she was just doing a lot of crazy stuff. Like, she was walking right into Yan Xiaonan's right hand. And her corner was urging her, look, circle away from that right hand. Circle. She wouldn't do it. She kept going straight at her. And Yan Xiaonan was catching her with the right hand. And she was making it. Kailin Curran made it easy for Yan Xiaonan. And Yan Xiaonan is, she's kickbox. She's got a lot of kickboxing experience. So I knew that this girl coming in was a good striker. And I'm like, man, I think people are taking this girl lightly, man. This girl can strike. And she was catching, Kailin Curran was just off balance most of the night. She'd throw punches and overcommit to the punches, and then she'd fall off balance. And Yan Xiaonan was taking advantage of that. She was taking advantage of Kailin Curran's inability to strike. And then I was like, Kailin, her hands were down for the duration of the fight. And it made Yan Xiaonan's jab find a home very easily. I mean, Yan Xiaonan really didn't have any issues. Now, when Kailin Curran committed to the clinch, okay, and I don't want this to sound like, okay, this is, just me just going in on her. That's not it, y'all. That's not it at all. So, it was kind of like, I was disappointed in Kailin Curran. Like, I really was. I was disappointed, man. And, I felt like she didn't even listen to her corner, man. And her corner gave her the solution. They was telling her, look, if you circle away, from her right hand, if you circle away, you'll be fine. And sometimes when you're fighting, you really, it's the adrenaline. And sometimes you really can't hear your corner. It's that adrenaline, man. If you ever been in a fight, guys, and that adrenaline rush hits you, sometimes it's really hard. But see, you got your most, fighters with their energy level. And then when I say energy, they can focus. They can focus all that out and concentrate on the information that they're getting from their corner. And sometimes I just feel like she's not really listening to them, Not to the level that I think she could. But you can look at the images here on the screen, man, and you can tell that, Yan Xiaonan she kind of had her way. And she was catching Kailin with some clean shots, man. And she dropped Kailin a couple of times. I'm like, yo, man, this girl, she got to get them hands up, man. She got to get them hands up. When Kailin took her to the ground, though, I was impressed. She got some good groundwork, and she was doing a good job. And I was kind of wondering, okay, Kailin, do a little bit more than that. Do a little bit more of that, because this fight, she could have won it with the clinches. And Yan Xiaonan had no answer for the clinches of Kailin Curran. She ain't had no answer for that. But, this girl Yan, she moves well on her feet. She moves very well. And she's good at shifting, in and out of the actual lane that Kailin Curran was trying to throw her strikes from. Well, Kailin didn't make it that difficult. She didn't throw any jabs to try to get in on the inside. Kailin just came right in with her hands down, and, she kept getting popped. And this girl Yan Xiaonan, she quick, man, so she was able to pop the jab and circle away from Kailin. So Kailin was, just chasing her around the octagon. It's some things, I don't know what they're going to do with Kailin, man. And I don't know if at this time, man, they're going to, I mean, I don't know. Is she done in the UFC? Because, she's been losing since she got here. Is she done? Like, I don't know. But this performance, man, it's like Kailin Curran. She's always in a fight. And it's like she's right at the edge of just winning the fight. But then she'll make some boneheaded mistake. And then it's like, okay, then she took herself back out of the fight. And even in the last 10 seconds, man, Xiaonan just started piecing her up, man. Like, Xiaonan was trying to go for the finish. Because I think in Xiaonan's mind, she thought she was going to get robbed. Xiaonan was actually thinking, like, I'm going to get robbed. Let me try to get this girl out of here. So Xiaonan just unloaded the last 10 seconds. She unloaded and just started throwing shot after shot to Kailin Curran. So it is what it is, man. But, yeah, man, I feel bad because I'm a fan of Kailin Curran. And I hope that she get it together, man. This is your boy, Coach Xiaonan Harrison. I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe to the best ones that make platform on YouTube.